Today, we're going to talk about Excel's lookup function, XLOOKUP. It's a more flexible and powerful tool compared to the older VLOOKUP function. I'll show you the key differences and why XLOOKUP is such a game changer. Here's what today's video covers. 1. Let us explain the basic usage. 2. Searching in tables. 3. No need for column numbers. 4. No more false. 5th. No leftmost column limitation. 6. No need for IFERROR. 7. Search from bottom to top. 8. Search with multiple criteria. First, let us explain the basic usage. The first is the value you want to search for. The second is the range from which to search. Third is the value of which value you want to bring in, and so on. This is the range of sales. If you want to use the XLOOKUP function in the simplest way. 2. Searching in tables. First, let's talk about searching in tables. XLOOKUP works great with Excel tables, making it easier to organize and search your data. Tip: show how to create a table and set it up for XLOOKUP. 3. No need for column numbers. With VLOOKUP, you always had to specify the column number for the result, which could lead to mistakes. But with XLOOKUP, you don't need to worry about column numbers. You just directly point to the range you want the result from. Now let me tell you how to use the VLOOKUP function. The first of the VLOOKUP function is the search value. The second is the entire table to be searched, and the search column must be the leftmost column. The third is the column number from the left. The fourth is to select whether the value is an exact match or an approximate match, so enter false or true. Basically, we want an exact match, so false is selected here. Then I'll explain how to use XLOOKUP in table form. The first is the search value. The second is the search column. Now bring the cursor to the top of the column and click when the cursor mark changes to a downward pointing black arrow. Doing so selects the column in an instant without selecting a range. Do the same for the column of values you want returned, bringing the cursor to the top of the column and clicking when the cursor mark changes to a downward pointing black arrow. 4. No more false. In VLOOKUP, you had to type false to get an exact match. In the case of VLOOKUP, the first is the search value, the second is the search table range, and the third is how many row names are returned. The fourth argument must be selected as either an exact match or an approximate match. In Excel functions, square brackets mean that they can be omitted. But if they are omitted, there may be cases where the search does not work, as shown here. But with XLOOKUP, exact matches are the default, so there's no need to type false. This makes things simpler. 5. No leftmost column limitation. One of the biggest limitations with VLOOKUP is that your lookup value has to be in the leftmost column. But XLOOKUP doesn't have this limitation. You can search from any column, giving you much more flexibility. As you can see, it is also possible to search from the opposite direction, for example, from the sales value of store B, which is item. The search direction of the VLOOKUP function is basically right side only. In contrast, the XLOOKUP function allows both left and right sides. 6. No need for IFERROR. In VLOOKUP, if something wasn't found, you had to use the IFERROR function to handle errors. If you use VLOOKUP, you have to put the IFERROR function before the VLOOKUP function, enclose it in another set of parentheses, and finally enclose the false return value of this function in input parentheses, as shown here, which seems a bit complicated if the entire function is long. But with XLOOKUP, you can directly specify what to show if a value isn't found. No extra functions needed. In the case of the XLOOKUP function, you can easily set a third favorite value as the return value if not found. It's easy to quickly add letters and marks like this. 7. Search from bottom to top. XLOOKUP also lets you search from bottom to top. VLOOKUP could only search from top to bottom, so this is a great improvement for certain tasks. There are two values with the sales value of 1000. New data is entered toward the bottom column. If the sixth argument here is omitted or one is entered, then search first to last. If you want to search for items with a sales value of 1000 and which is the latest item, you enter -1, you can do a search last to first. 8. Search with multiple criteria. XLOOKUP allows you to search based on multiple criteria. You can search for sales by flower item and store. First, select one value you want to search for, another one like this, with the ampersand symbol in between, and another, select the value you want to search for, here the store. Next, bring it to the top of the table format, where the header changes to item. Click on it when it changes to a black arrow and put an ampersand symbol on it, as this is the range you want to search. Another, click where the header changes to a black arrow with the store. Third, click at the top of the returns column, sales column, where it changes to a black arrow. Thanks for watching. Today we learned the basics of the XLOOKUP function in Excel. These 8 tips will make your data searching faster and easier. Try them out and share this video with your colleagues at work or school. We post simple Excel and data tips here, so please like and subscribe if you found this helpful. See you in the next video.